Welcome to Is Anybody Listening to Me podcast with Azar and the Meat. This is a special edition draft episode. We're doing a quick analysis as the Patriots are making their pick. They're on the clock and we are counting down, waiting to see what New England will do. We're all excited. I got Big Meat with me. It's his dream come true. Mac Jones is still on the board, Big Meat. How excited are you right now?
It's happening. I'm telling you, it's happening. This is history in the making here. Saying Mac Jones to go 15th to the Patriots, unless they trade down, which very well could happen. But the pick is in. They're ready to go. They're convinced. They didn't have to wait, the 8 minutes that they still had on the clock. They're convinced that Mac Jones is the guy that they're going with here.
Oh, my TV blinked out. I almost had a heart attack. I thought the worst. So they got Mac Jones on the screen. I'm looking at Mac Jones's face. This is where Belichick's going to say, give me the pick back. Give it to me back. If you guys think this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to do something different now. This is when he's going to do it. So
it's going to be
I still see the clock ticking, Meat.
I see.
Now, how scared?
Oh, I don't know. Unless you're watching it on a different channel. I'm on ABC.
Oh, so I'm on ESPN.
They say Patriots pick is in. That's what I'm looking at.
ESPN is still ticking away. Oh, here it is. Now the pick is in. We probably should have been matching up our channels before we did this. But how scared are you that Jarvis is right?
We'll see.
How scared are you right now?
Or maybe I'm right.
How scared
are you? I'm right. I'm not scared at all because I already told you I'm 99% convinced that it's Mac Jones. 99%. Now I'm
all right,
I'm almost,
here it is.
Well,
Belichick
100%.
Make the fans happy. Oh, he's doing his draft-a-thon thing. Ugh. This really slowed down the draft when Goodell started doing all this stuff.
Yeah,
these special announcements. I like the pace it was going, and then all of a sudden it went
then you
Mr.
got this
Roper pace.
Drags out.
Yep. Might as well pull out a red binder, Goodell. Jeez, you're killing us here. So I'm pausing because we're just waiting for them to make the pick, but so far,
the top 14. We hit on a few of them, but those are the top 14 guys. I picked the top 14 guys that were going to be selected. All right, here we go.
This is it, guys. I wish I had a drum roll set built into this thing. This guy is still yapping. Can we get to the pick? Oh, Big Meat. Oh, no. Nope, Big Meat.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
Mac Jones called it back in January. I called it back in January before anybody was ever talking about him. Mac Jones. See you later, Cam Newton. Mac Jones, the new quarterback of the future for the Patriots. Here we go.
Oh, there's no living with you now.
Here we go.
That is an awesome move. All right, Belichick did not disappoint.
Love it. Nostra Booyah does it again. Strikes again.
Well, congratulations, Meat. You called it. I'm impressed. You were right again. I'm just going to start putting money on your bets when you start doing this
stuff. There you go. So of the top 15 picks, I hit on, 5 of them? 5? Well, if you count Tucker. No, 6 if you count Tucker.
Was it 6?
If you count Tucker, yeah.
You can't count 1 and 2. I hope you're not counting
Why not?
1 and 2.
Okay, all right.
Everybody,
all right.
That's just ridiculous.
Okay, so all right, we don't count those. Still, 4 out of 13.
Okay. All
not
right.
bad.
4 out of 13.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
We had to factor in a couple of little trades that were going back and forth here. So I love it.
All right.
I love this pick, Mac Jones. Telling you, he's the same qualities that Tom Brady has, and I'm loving it. I love the fact that it's just maybe not this year. I think Cam Newton's going to be the starter, unless he gets hurt or whatever. But they're not going to bring back Cam Newton the second year. They're going to put Mac Jones in there in the second year after that, and it's going to be the Mac Jones era for the New England Patriots. Great pick.
I would imagine the leash is short on Cam Newton. Like they're not going to tolerate what Cam Newton was doing last year. I think they'll give him training camp an opportunity to prove himself that he can do and work on the fund. But I wouldn't be shocked if Mac Jones beat him out in camp. Would you be
Uh,
shocked if they decided to go?
sure. I mean, unless they're really wowed by him, but I don't know. Who knows? Belichick might want to just bring him in a little slowly. That's why I'm thinking you brought back Cam Newton, for a reason. It's small money without all the incentives, but I mean,
I think
what if he comes in and he wants to give Cam Newton one more try, right? Get the veteran in there and he plays well. If you start seeing those incomplete short passes and he fumbles and he gets lost, I mean, then I think Belichick's going to be no doubt he's going to just pull the trigger on getting him off there and throwing Mac Jones in there. Whether it's week 2 or week 3 or week 4, whatever, that could certainly happen. I just don't see him throwing Mac Jones in there, week 1 starter, and then Cam Newton's what, the backup, or they release him?
I
I don't
think
know.
I don't think Belichick would have any loyalty. He's going to do what's best for the team. And I think if Cam Newton in preseason can't get his act together,
Yeah,
why go with Cam Newton?
sure.
I know what you're saying. I know you're saying like week 1, but I think Cam Newton had his tryout all of last year. If he can't get his act together for preseason, I mean, why would you still put him in? I would just roll the dice with the guy that actually has an arm that can do. You have all
Yeah,
these. You're not going to spend all this money on the offseason and say, we'll win next year. Belichick isn't about next year. He's about the game in front of him. And if that game in front of him says Mac Jones is the best guy for the job, I see Cam just saying, hey, you know what? The better man won. What are we going to do? Take a
yeah,
seat
that's
or,
true.
or leave?
Hey, you're not going to get
It's
any.
one thing that is clear that the Stidham era is over. I mean, that's clear. Like
Yeah,
that
oh yeah,
is
yeah.
that is
He's
over.
gone. But you're
So
not going to get any complaints from me if they start Mac Jones week 1.
yeah, I mean, it would be a bonus if somehow Cam Newton did come out. Maybe this is the competition he needs to put a fire under his butt. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, if Cam Newton does come out in the preseason and looks fantastic and comes out week 1 like he looked like against Seattle, all right, I'll give him a chance because it's a win-win for us. Like, why not have a veteran? But at least we have now a backup plan. Before we had no backup plan, so at least now I feel
Yeah.
better. We have some insurance.
Yeah. Exactly. Because you just can't go into the season. Still don't think they have enough wide receivers to throw to, but it's going to be a run first type of offense this year. If Mac Jones just doesn't do anything to screw it up, if he's the guy in there, I like this. I like where the Patriots are going. They did
Yeah,
their job in free agency. They got their young quarterback that they wanted, and they've kind of done their job in trying to say, okay, this is kind of the identity that we want to go with moving forward. Run the ball, play smart. Have good defense, play smart football, and yeah, I love it. I love it.
and your heart's gonna be
And
broken.
here
But
you go,
Zaven
David Collins.
Collins
I know.
just went.
That's
Oh
right.
man,
That's
that's a
right.
big.
David Collins.
That's a big acquisition for them.
Yeah,
Good for
he
them.
he he moved up. He moved way up in the draft rankings.
Yeah,
And
he was nowhere in the mock drafts as of yesterday or the Tuesday when we did our mock draft. He wasn't
yeah.
even close in the top 20. That's
Hmm.
great. That's great. Well, there's the guy that Jarvis fell in love with. He's just went a pick later. Not bad on Jarvis's part. One pick later
Close.
is
Close.
Collins. So it's interesting. Uh, I gotta say, nothing in the draft really like when the Bears traded up, that made me nervous when they traded up. Like, who are they
Yeah,
gonna go? Because they could have went with Mac Jones just as easily.
they could have. Yeah.
But I
They
think
they
go ahead.
yeah. I don't know if I've never heard anything with the Bears like being interested in Mac Jones. I didn't really hear anything about them being interested in Justin Fields either. But so that's true. Yeah, I guess it would have been Fields or Jones there. So I did get a little nervous there. But Fields is just he's the more athletic. You look at all the mock drafts, like he's the guy that was naturally going higher than Mac Jones. The only buzz that you heard was with San Fran, because San Fran, when they moved up to 3, they were talking about Mac Jones, and then they were talking about Trey Lance, and they were the only team other than the Patriots that were really truly looking at Mac Jones. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so I figured they would go with Justin Fields there. But yeah, weren't too many crazy surprises. I was a little
Well,
surprised
the
Waddle.
Broncos didn't take a quarterback. There was a little hesitation. People thought maybe the Broncos would be still chasing a quarterback, and they didn't.
Yeah, but I didn't think they were going for a quarterback. I didn't say. I said they liked.
No, you didn't. You're right.
I think they liked Drew Lock. I think they're going to give him another chance, and then they were going to go with whoever else. But Waddle going before Smith, that was a little surprising to me. J.C. Horn going before um,
Certain.
Surtain. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm thinking Surtain's the better cornerback. In my opinion, Smith's the better receiver than Waddle, but you swap those guys. So a little shocking there.
But in the mock drafts, people had Waddle ahead of Smith because we talked about that. Like he was kind of surprised
on some of them. Yeah. But in my opinion, I think Smith, like I said at the last podcast, Smith's numbers jump off the page. And you saw what Smith did in the national championship, and Waddle was a little bit injury prone too. Like if you look at Waddle's overall numbers, he could be a talented guy, but he's never put up huge numbers. So it was surprising. He's smaller, right? Waddle is smaller than Devontae Smith. So I was a little bit surprised by that, but
yeah. So the only pick that I would say that I was shocked they didn't screw up, because I know we always joke about it, but it isn't I know you weren't a big fan of it, but the Detroit Lions taking a lineman, I thought was probably a safer pick than their stupid, let's keep drafting receivers every year when they have so many other needs on their team. Sure. I don't know if a lineman was their biggest need, but he is, with all the hype around him, Sewell.
No, he's all.
There's so much hype on him.
It's like surprising that he lasted that long. Yeah.
Yeah. So
no, I just think
it was a smart play on their part.
Yeah, long-term investment. I just think Detroit always figures out a way to screw it up. It's not like this guy is a great offensive tackle, right? The best in the draft this year. But where's he going to go in Detroit? Who's he going to end up protecting? He's going to end up protecting a good quarterback at some point? He's not. He's probably sitting there thinking, damn, of all the teams I get drafted by Detroit, like they have so many holes to fill that they're going to suck again this year. They're going to get a high draft pick next year. Maybe they'll get their quarterback next year. Who knows?
I think you're underestimating what they think of Goff. I think they value Goff. I mean, he was in the Super Bowl not that long ago. It's not like I'm not a fan of him. I think he's like hit or miss. He's like another Matt Stafford. Sometimes he looks great. Sometimes he looks terrible. It makes no sense. But I think they got a younger Matt Stafford.
But he has less weapons now in Detroit than he had in St. Louis and Los Angeles, and he still didn't. Well,
what if they
want
to be a more run? What if they want to be more of a run first offense in Detroit? Who's to say they don't want to be more run first? I mean, they're building up the line. They have a good running back. I mean, they got rid of their receivers, so they have no one to throw to. So they either have to run the ball or.
Does that mean you're drafting DeAndre Swift in the Detroit Lions? Does that mean you're drafting? No. You just said he's a good running back. You just said he's a good running back. You're gonna draft him. I know you are.
No, I can't, because look, I'm already looking like the Bengals drafted Chase, and somehow that's going to benefit Joe Mixon in the paperwork. Like you're going to read these messages that somehow Joe Mixon is even better now that Burrow has Chase to take pressure. He's going to stretch the defense, and now Mixon's going to be like this top. Yes. So it's coming. It's coming. It's going to be.
Someone's going to take Mixon in the second round. I know it. I'm convinced.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to take him. It ain't going to be me.
Bengals.
It ain't going to be
find
you.
A way to screw it up. So someone's waiting for a shoe. Someone's going to get a shoe. But Big Meat, congratulations on the pick. I know this is a special podcast. We're doing a quick hit to discuss the Patriots pick, but we're going to wait for our third man to do a full debrief.
Oh yes, absolutely. Look at the whole, surprise picks and just kind of break it all down. But yeah, I was giddy the other days, or I'm even more giddy now.
Oh yeah, you're grinning from ear to ear.
I'm going to buy
staring at that for the next.
I'm ordering my Mac Jones Patriots jersey as soon as it comes out. I'm ordering a jersey.
All right,
my new favorite player. My new favorite player, Azar.
Knowing Bob Kraft, he already has them already made. They're probably already in the gift shop. If you go to Patriots Place right now, I guarantee you, there's going to be a line tomorrow morning at the Patriots gift shop, and they'll probably be the.
Yep. Down with Cam.
And I know you'll be in line. I'll be waiting for Facebook to see a picture of you in line, getting your jersey.
And just before we sign off here, the Raiders just picked their guy, offensive tackle Alex Leatherwood.
Who's that?
I don't even I've never heard of him. He's from Alabama. So, another Alabama guy going, but Leatherwood was nowhere near any mock draft to go this high. So I don't know. Maybe Gruden sees something in him and that nobody else does.
Is he the big dude? Which one is he?
I don't know. Is it the guy like dancing? I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks like it's him.
Yeah, it must be him. Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
I see you got dressed for the occasion. He probably didn't expect to get drafted. He probably wasn't expected to get drafted. He was
he was like, oh, I thought I was going in the 4th round. I was like, I was going to put on my suit on Saturday. What is going on?
Oh man, knowing Gruden, it just I don't know. There's a guy that just came out of nowhere. All right, I'm going to keep watching until Quiddy gets drafted. Until then, I won't go to bed.
That's right. Till Quiddy, you might be waiting a long time till tomorrow.
So I'm actually. Has there been a defensive lineman even drafted? No, right?
No.
We're 17 picks in.
No.
Wow.
No. This is a weak draft for defensive lineman, but I do think Quiddy Pay is the first guy that's going to go. Azar. He is going to be the first defensive lineman for sure.
Yeah, well, that's interesting because he was projected like in 11 in a lot of mock drafts.
Yeah.
And we're going down. All right, we'll see. I'm not sleeping until Quiddy goes. That's my boy.
All right, we're signing off.
Here's a little taste of you guys get to hear a Big Meat celebrating the Mac Jones pick. So here you go, guys. Enjoy. This is my suffering for the next 8 to 10 weeks. I'm going to be listening
Mac
to this.
Mac Jones era is upon us.
So, just like the yes. Let it begin. Bye-bye, Cam. All right, Big Meat. Have a good night.
Right. You too. See ya.